Hi everybody, it's Darla at Scrap Happens here. This is not a Tuesday's tip, but I wanted to talk to you about Paper Pumpkin today. I have a new customer, a new friend who has subscribed to Paper Pumpkin, and she has never made cards before and never stamped. And so I met with her yesterday to kind of go over how you do put the paper pumpkin together. And I thought, man, this would be a really great thing. I'm going to do a video every month of just putting one card of one of each project together for the paper pumpkin. So the people who are new to Paper Pumpkin or new to paper crafting will know where to start. So I've already made a couple of cards. I am going to go over them, but this is our Paper Pumpkin for January. Yes, I'm a little behind. And I just wanted to show you, these are the finished cards. Hope there's not too much glare. And then these are the instructions on the inside. But there's this page also that tells you all the ingredients that you'll need for each card. So the first thing I do is I punch everything out. I separate all the ingredients by card. And then I don't really follow these instructions because I can look at the card and see what I need to do. But I've been doing this for over 15 years. So, but there are times when I do need to go back and look, but I didn't realize that there's no words on the instructions. So I thought this would be an important thing to go over. Like, this picture is showing you that you're going to put your sentiment on your block. And this is an ink pad. I was like, what is that at first? And then that's our little stamping spot opened up. And then you're going to ink the sentiment onto that punched out piece of paper. Then you're going to do the same with the hearts. You're going to grab this piece of paper, you're going to ink it up, you're going to, you have your stamp on there already, and you're going to stamp that heart in 3 different places. You're going to, these little hexagons, I'm hoping you can see that. Those are referring to dimensionals that come in your kit. And so this tells you that on this sentiment, which I haven't stamped yet, you're going to put 2 dimensionals here and here. Next, on this page that you've already stamped, on this piece of paper that you've stamped, you're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dimensionals. I actually put one in the middle also. And then you're going to adhere, you're going to tie your bow around it, and you're going to put it onto the marbled piece of paper, and then you're going to add the rest of your cards. So that's kind of how the directions work. But I want to show you, I just want to put one of each card together with you. So I'm going to start with the last one because I have not done it yet, and I actually have not punched it out yet. So I'm going to do that real quickly. I need 6 of these hearts. For sake of time, I'm just gonna tear out the 6, not all of them. And then I have my card base, and then I'm going to add my dimensionals to these. I should have done this in advance. Sorry. I'm learning. I think I'm going to do this every month, so I think it'll be a good thing. So you're going to put 1 dimensional on each end, and then 1 in the middle. And on the instructions, it alternates the middle. So, which means so you're going to put it on the end and then here, because there's not an exact middle. And then you're going to put them onto your card base that same way. So this one, I'm going to move over to the fourth one and the end. And back to the third one. Both ends. Fourth one. Back to the third one and both ends. And I'll show you that on the directions. You can see how they alternated both ends and then alternated back and forth the middle. So that's how I knew to do that. Okay, and then I hope you can see these light hearts on here. That is where you're going to place these hearts. You're just going to line them up. That helps you keep them straight. I think I need to lift that up so you can see it. This is a really beautiful kit. There are refills for it available if you already have it and you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. You can get the refill online if you want to make more. And as I get better at this, I think I'm going to add an alternative. Maybe I'll even try it this month, with February's Paper Pumpkin, and then show you other things that you can do it. Just put one of each card or project together, because they're not always cards. Okay. One more. And it might help. I'm sitting to do this. It might help you to stand up, to line it up if you're not getting it. Okay, so those are all popped up on the card base. I think it's such a fun idea. And then I have my next two pieces. And the directions tell us to put glue dots on the bigger heart. You can see this is a bigger heart, a smaller heart. So glue dots on the bigger heart. That's the solid circle, means glue dots. And then the hexagon means dimensionals. So I have my larger heart here. And I'm adding my glue dots. Oops. And then they put it right in the middle. You can change it up if you want, make it your own, but for sake of this video, I'm gonna just do it like the directions. And then I'm gonna put the dimensionals like they said in the directions, like the photos show us. This really made me think about how different people learn. I can look at something and figure out how to do it usually, unless it's really complicated. But like I said, I've been doing this for a long time. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is, these are stickers. And I'm going to just peel one off and attach it to the heart. Oh, I put mine at an angle. I did it wrong. They have theirs straight. I don't know if I can get it, peel it up. I'm gonna leave it because it'll look just as cute. And then I'm gonna take off my stamp set. I'm gonna take the U, the YOU, and I'm gonna put it on my block, my paper pumpkin block. That comes with your first kit. It doesn't come with every kit. And I'm going to ink it up. And I'm going to stamp it on that little small banner. Right there. And then I like to just stamp all my sentiments at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and do that while I'm here. They just go to bed together faster, I find. And I only need 3. So if I don't mess up, they always give us 4 for sentiments. So I'm going to save that for another project. Okay, and then they tell us to put the U on with a dimensional. You can see that right there. I'm going to put 2 just so it stays kind of balanced instead of 1. And then we have the thread, baker's twine. I'm just going to tie a bow. And I'm going to put it on. Oops, where'd my open glue dots go? With a glue dot. And I like to the glue dots are a little bit bigger than the minis. So I like to just kind of roll it up. And then I put it on my card. Like so. And then I just add the bow right on top. Okay. And let's see. It doesn't tell you to add any of the hearts, but if I have them left over from the other 2 cards, I might add a couple of these, 2 or like 3 of these hearts, because you like to keep it in odd numbers. It's more appealing to the eye. Okay, so let's do the next card. Okay. You only need 1 of those. Okay, so these 3 hearts punch out, and you can save those and use them on another project. And I need my heart stamp. Take that U off. And I'm going to ink it up, and I'm going to just stamp it where the directions tell me to stamp it. There's a picture. Let me show you the picture. So they stamped one kind of below. Oh, I didn't go down far enough. Hopefully that'll be okay. And then another one layered over that pink one, and then another under. These lines around black lined hearts, those are where you're punching out those white hearts. Okay. And then, so I want one under here. You can add more if you want, but you do need to pay attention to where you put them, or they'll be covered up with the rest of the pieces to the card. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to add some of the baker's twine. And I do my baker's twine, I do my ribbon differently. So I'm going to show you how I do that, just because it saves you ribbon. And I don't wrap it all the way around. So I am going to take a dimensional and just put it right over that baker's twine, and then I'm going to pull it taut, so tight, and then I'm going to just attach it on this side. You can also use tear and tape to do this, or Stampin' Seal adhesive, but we're going to add dimensionals to pop this anyway, so that's why I'm holding it in place. I am going to grab another glue dot here and roll it up and put it where I want my bow. And so I'm going to bring the thread in. And I'm going to bring it on both sides. Just kind of pinch it down. This one's a little off. So I'm going to move it up just a little bit so I could line it up better. Okay, and then I'm going to, I need different scissors. Not sharp enough. Time to order new ones. Okay, then I'm just going to tie it into a bow. And then really settle it down on that glue dot, the knot part, the first knot, and then the bow. And then trim my tails. Maybe make it a little smaller. Make a different pair. Ah, that works better. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna put my dimensionals on there. And I'm going to put it on my card base. So you want to line it up so it's centered as well as you can on your card base. Okay, then you're going to grab one of the stickers, just the outline of the heart, and you're going to put it on your card. You're going to take your little pink card. Now remember, you have your pieces all separated. So how I do it is I separate all my pieces into groupings, and then I put one card together, all three of them together at the same time, and then I move on to the next one. And I find that to be very simple. And then you're going to add this cute pink heart, and then you have another heart to add. And then you're going to do your sentiment. I didn't like the you're my favorite sentiment. I don't have favorites. I grew up in a family that we did have favorites. My parents did, and I didn't like it, even though I was one of the favorites. My mom had her favorites, my dad had his favorites. And I don't like that. So I vowed I was never going to do that. So I'm using the Celebrate Love sentiment, and I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals on there. And I'm going to attach it right over the baker's twine. I couldn't think of all I could think of was linen thread. I'm a linen thread fan, so. And then I'm going to add some of those cute little hearts, which I kind of have a mess right here. Where did I put those cute little hearts? Oh, here they are. So I'm going to add, this is how they had them in the picture on the instructions. 2 down here, and then 3 up at the top. So you have an odd number, you have 5. And there you have your finished card. Okay, the last card is such a pretty card and goes together really quickly as long as I can find all my pieces. Oh, here we go. So I have the card base and I've already put my dimensionals on this one. Let me make sure I'm up where you can see. And you're just going to add it to the center of your card. And then you have this gold heart. It's very pretty. And you are going to, I'm going to put it on a different card base so you can see it better. You are going to cut your dimensionals in half. And then you're going to put them on where they will fit. Okay, and then you're going to take your card back. I think I'll add one more at that bottom. So you cut them in half so they won't show through onto the other side. Okay, and I took the tops off of all of them. Now dimensionals are sticky on both sides, so like glue dots. In case I'm like my new girlfriend, she didn't know what dimensionals were, and I just, think everybody knows what dimensionals are. And so this has been a really good learning lesson for me. I'm kind of excited about it. Okay, so that's attached. And then I have pre-stamped my, oh, that one didn't turn out very good. See, my stamping wasn't good here, but I had an extra one. So, and then I have added glue dots. And one thing I didn't pay attention to in this instructions was I probably should have put my glue dots a little bit. Well, it did show that they were closer to the end. So mine doesn't come down as far as theirs on the directions with the glue dots. Now, if you wanted it to come down, you could just use 2 dimensionals, cut them in half and use one on each end, and that would hold it up. But I wanted to use the glue dots so it attaches right to that gold instead of this base part. Excuse me. And then the last thing you are going to do is add your jewels, your little heart gems. And I had to do it differently. The picture shows to add them above and below, but because I had to move my sentiment up, I added a couple down here and then just one over here on the side. And there you have it, your 3 cards for the January Paper Pumpkin. Aren't they fabulous? Hey, I hope you had fun with this, and I hope you'll tune back in. I don't have a date. I get my paper pumpkins on different days. It just depends on delivery. But I'll post them on YouTube, and I'll post these videos on YouTube and on my Facebook page. So And if I get brave enough, I'll try to go live maybe once in a while. If I figure out how to not be upside down. Anyway, thank you for stopping by. Follow me at Scrap Happens Here with Darla.com. I'm on Facebook, Scrap Happens Here with Darla, Instagram, and Pinterest. So follow for ideas. I share lots of free tutorials on my blog, and other things on Instagram and Facebook. So have a great day, and I'll see you when there's another paper pumpkin. Also, I'll be back next week for a Tuesday tip. Bye.